What's good, everybody? This is RAZI-GAMEZ, and I got some shit I want to talk to y'all about real quick here. First of all, I want to say thank y'all so much for watching my video here about Assassin's Creed Shadows. It was originally called Assassin's Creed Red, but now it's officially called Assassin's Creed Shadows. So if you've been living under a rock here, or you don't play video games at all, Assassin's Creed has just announced their latest project that's set in the latter half of the Sengoku period, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and people are pissed off about it. Why are they pissed off about it? It's not because of a two-protagonist system, is it? Oh no! It's not because they're gonna be adding a whole bunch of mythological bullshit in it, is it? Oh no! Is it because you get to play as the first only black samurai in history as one of the main characters? Yes, it is. I mean, seriously, y'all, like, are y'all seriously that upset about it? We all literally predicted that this would happen, and y'all are still upset about it. So, like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? I mean, where was this uproar and freaking anger and upset and whatnot about all this when the first Neo game came out? The first Neo game came out in 2017, and the main protagonist was the first white samurai, Miura Anjin, who came to Japan in the year 1600 and was a vassal to Tokugawa Ieyasu, the future shogun of the Tokugawa shoguns. But what's the problem here with Yasuke here? Like, legitimately, what's the problem here? Like, he is one of the most celebrated figures in Japanese history. The people of Japan, and most predominantly Gifu Prefecture, love Yasuke. Given that Gifu Prefecture was the old home of the Oda, Owari Province, back in the old days, but we'll get into that whole shit in a second here. I want to get back into people hating on this game for a second. So the main two protagonists for Assassin's Creed Shadows here are as follows. One of them being the first ever black samurai, Yasuke, and the other one being a fictional character, Fujibayashi Naoe. Now, people might be wondering, why can't we just have, like, a Japanese protagonist? Yeah, we do. We do. It's Naoe. There is no historical record of Fujibayashi Nagato, the famous shinobi ninja, like the famous Iga shinobi, having a daughter, let alone his family surviving the Iga Tensho no Ran. And I hear a whole bunch of people arguing like, Yasuke wasn't samurai, Yasuke was a samurai. I'm saying that he was. I'm not going to discredit anyone here. I'm not going to fucking discourage anyone, but I know what I read, I know what I see, and I know what it is. Yasuke arrived in Japan in the year 1579, and he met the Great Unifier in 1581. Upon meeting Yasuke, Nobunaga thought that he was a tall Portuguese man who dyed himself in ink. So he had him scrub off. Like, I literally did this last video. Y'all want me to do this shit again? Hold up. God. What the fuck? Made him strip from the waist up right here. Okay? My goddamn phone falling out off my table. But he made him strip from the waist up. Scrub his body. Only just to prove that he was still a black man. Nobunaga, once he saw that, he was really fascinated. After, like, a few months or so, Nobunaga asked Alessandro Valignano, freaking Yasuke's master, or freaking, I don't know what else you want to call him here, but I'm going to call him his master. He asked him to set him free and be part of the Oda clan. Nobody can legitimately be a clan and not be called a samurai or be part of a samurai family. Not unless you had the expressed permission of a lord, in which Yasuke did. He was given a home, a stipend, servants, a sword, armor. He was made Nobunaga's weapons bearer, which is a very high honor back in medieval society in Japan. And yes, there are records, there are literal records of him actually fighting. He fought in small skirmishes in the Iga Tensho no Ran, and he even fought the remaining Takeda samurai in the Battle of Tenmukuzan a year later. He would meet many other freaking samurai who would say that he was indeed also a samurai here too. Tokugawa Ieyasu, Honda Tarakatsu, Hattori Hanzo, freaking Shibata Katsuye, Takigawa Kazemasu, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the second great unifier, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Speaking of which, we're gonna get to him in a second here. And of course, the racist, Takeshi Mitsuhide. So yes, Yasuke was a samurai. He was legitimately, definitely, 100%, 100,000% I should say. I know that's not a number, but I'm making it. A samurai. Now, people are freaking arguing that we don't have no freaking Japanese protagonists. Yes, we do. It's Naoe. And from what I'm reading here, there is no kind of record that Fujibayashi Nagato had any children. And if he did, he probably killed them all before the freaking Iga Tensho no Ran occurred. So, what is the Iga Tensho no Ran here? Since I keep on mentioning it time and time and time again. The Iga Tensho no Ran was the very basis of all these shinobi stories of freaking ninja versus samurai, freaking all this ninja bullshit here. It's all freaking fake. The real story about the freaking Iga shinobi here was it's 12 freaking samurai families bonding together to create an Iki, like the Iko-Iki here, a confederation. They tried to secede from Japan, away from all the daimyo's control and shit. Nobunaga, who was reunifying the country, would not have that. What do you think was going to happen? There are multiple records of many Iga men killing their families before they even went out into battle with the Oda. Only a few select families were able to survive here thanks to Tokugawa Ieyasu's intervention. So let's get back to friggin' Yasuke here. Let's get back to it. Friggin' Yasuke and Nobunaga's story, it kinda ends here at the Temple of Honnoji and the attack at Honnoji, with Akechi Mitsuhide taking 13,000 men from the Oda army and surrounding the temple. There are records of Yasuke fighting there too. But sadly, Oda Nobunaga could not make it out of this and committed seppuku in the fiery temple. The soldiers tried to find whatever was left of Nobunaga, but Yasuke had what was left of Nobunaga, his sword and his head, and he ran all the way to Nijo Palace, only to be defeated by Mitsuhide's forces once again. And that's the end of Yasuke's story here. There is nothing literally left of Yasuke's story until a few weeks ago, where there's some research revealed at the battle. Right, hold on. Let me read it. Let me actually look this up here again. Battle of Yamazaki. So in the Battle of Yamazaki that happened 2 weeks after Nobunaga's assassination, Toyotomi Hideyoshi ran all the way back to the Kyoto area to stop Mitsuhide. And in his army was Oda Nobunaga's second eldest son, as well as a black samurai, Yasuke. It looks like Assassin's Creed is going to go forward with this creative liberty right here and continue to tell his story a little bit more. We don't know what happened after the Battle of Yamazaki with Yasuke. We don't know if he stayed with the Toyotomi as like a samurai or if he retired. We legitimately don't know. So I'm giving Assassin's Creed like an A-OK right here with like his story right here. As long as it's good, that's all that it matters. As long as the story is good and it holds up well, that's all that matters. And to all of y'all complaining, like, if we're having a Japanese Assassin's Creed, why have this black man represent like Japan? Uh, Let me break down something for y'all real quick. Let me put y'all on game. Back in the day, there were plentiful of Buddha statues, and they weren't gray, they were often black. And black was often associated as like a very powerful color, like the same as red. And it was even seen as like a divine color as well. So Nobunaga and the Japanese people thought that he was a divine being sent to Japan. And I see a whole bunch of y'all saying like, oh, that's not accurate. Like Yasuke wouldn't be able to step through some armor or whatnot. There are records of him being stronger than 10 men. All from Nobunaga, his vassal, his nephew, and from Ieyasu himself. Now for Naue, we don't know like what she's really based on or who she's really based off. But if I had to really guess, she had to be based off of Chiyomi Mochizuki. Chiyomi Mochizuki was a samurai, well, a shinobi, I should say, a shinobi of the 1500s who was married to a samurai in the Takeda clan, and she was also the niece to the great Takeda Shingen. After her husband died in 1561, Shingen brought her into the clan and made her in charge of putting together a whole band of kunoichi called the Riko Walking Maidens here. I had to really deep dive research into this. Also, shouts out to Gaijin Goomba for helping me out a bit in this. Like, I really appreciate you, big homie. Chiyomi Mochizuki and her walking maidens would go all over Japan, gathering intel, assassinating people, and misspreading information, all on the behalf of Takeda Shingen. And if I'm gonna be honest here, I think that's what Naue is going to do. Stealing information, assassinating people, misleading people, and probably have something to do with like the Apple of Eden or some Assassin's Creed bullshit. Like, we already had like friggin' George Washington carry a staff. I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out something here for Assassin's Creed Japan. Probably the Kusanagi sword that they lost during the Battle of Dan no Ura. Or something. I don't know. But that's what I think. Like, that's ultimately my opinion here. And all, like, in ultimate, in conclusion, I say give Ubisoft a chance. I'm not saying like to pre-order the game here yet, because like that's probably the number one rule when it comes to friggin' buying Ubisoft games. Do not pre-order yet. Just wait a while to see what the gameplay is like, see what the story is like. Just keep an open mind here, y'all. Like, god damn. Grow up. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta play some For Honor for a little bit. I'm gonna see y'all later. Love y'all. See y'all later. Let me know what y'all think about Assassin's Creed Shadows. And, like, yeah, tell me what y'all think about this stupid ass controversy here. Because to me, it's just stupid. That's like, I don't know what else to say here, dog. Like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, for real, I'm done. I'm done. Let me grab my sword. I'm out. bullshit